So let me just ask you this. Right now, if you're feeling happy, or maybe you're feeling a little sad, or you stub your toe and you're in pain, how do you know that? Seriously, think about it for a second. The answer feels so direct, so immediate, it's almost a silly question to even ask.
And yeah, this is the answer pretty much all of us would land on. The feeling itself, that raw experience of happiness, is what directly causes your belief that you are happy. It's a simple A causes B relationship, and it feels completely undeniably true.
But what if I told you there's a pretty serious philosophical theory out there that says that's totally wrong? A theory that claims your feelings, your thoughts, your entire conscious experience has absolutely zero power to cause anything. It can't make you do things, and it can't even make you believe things. The theory is called Epiphenomenalism. It says that, yeah, physical things happening in your brain, neurons firing and all that, they create your mental states. They create your thoughts, your pains, your joys. But, and this is the absolute kicker, those mental states are dead ends. They don't have the power to cause anything else to happen, not even other thoughts. The big takeaway from epiphenomenalism is this. Your entire conscious life is just an after effect. It's along for the ride, but it is never, ever in the driver's seat. It's a really startling idea, and it goes against pretty much everything we feel is true about ourselves. Okay, and this leads us to a huge problem. Let's go back to our super simple example. You feel pain. Right? That mental state of feeling pain causes you to then form the belief, hey, I am in pain. This is the common sense view we all started with. It's simple, it's linear, and it just makes sense. But epiphenomenalism looks at that nice little arrow between pain and belief and just says, nope, absolutely not, impossible. That causal link, according to the theory, simply cannot exist. Why? Because a mental state, like pain, has no power to cause anything.
So you see the problem. If our mental states are powerless, then the feeling of pain is totally disconnected from your knowledge that you're feeling pain. That direct intuitive link that we all feel so strongly is, according to this theory, just an illusion. The wire's been cut.
And this forces us to ask a really, really unsettling question. If the feeling of pain isn't the reason you believe you're in pain, then what is? And how on earth could you ever trust that belief to be accurate? The scary conclusion here seems to be that you just can't. Your beliefs about what's going on in your own mind would be completely unjustified. I mean, maybe they'd happen to be right by coincidence, but you'd have no good reason to think so. You couldn't truly know your own mind. But the epiphenomenalists have a really clever way out of this paradox. They call it the common cause escape hatch. And the solution is actually beautiful in its simplicity. Instead of one thing causing another, what if one thing causes two different things at the exact same time? So here's how they say it really works. A specific physical thing happens in your brain, a certain cluster of neurons fire. This one brain event acts as a common cause. It then branches out and produces two totally separate effects at the exact same time. One of those effects is the mental feeling of pain, and the other effect is the totally separate belief that you are in pain. You can think of it like this. Someone pulls a single rope in a bell tower. That one action rings two different bells at the exact same moment. Bell number 1 is the feeling of pain. Bell number 2 is the belief about the pain. Crucially, the first bell didn't cause the second bell to ring. They were both caused by the same single pull of the rope. And here's why this is so clever. This setup gives you a totally reliable connection. Because the same brain state always causes both the feeling and the belief, you'd never have the belief without also having the feeling. So your self-knowledge is totally reliable, even though it's not directly caused by your mental state. The paradox is solved.